Hi and welcome to Siddha Sutra and Dialogues Under the Red Light. Welcome to the first episode of this series, where we today will talk about Dr. Rajkumar's journey into Siddha Vaidya medicine. I would like to hear a bit about Siddha Vaidya. The core of it, what made you interested in it?
When I was doing my internship after graduating medical school, we had a 1-year compulsory internship. That was a time when I heard about this book written by an American priest named Ivan Illich. His book is named The Limits of Medicine, or Limits to Medicine, the nemesis of medicine. I was enthralled by it and a little upset by it, because he claimed that a big chunk of diseases are caused by doctors. It is called iatrogenic diseases, about 10%, according to his estimate at the time. Meaning, just because somebody went to see a doctor, as a result of the treatment, he or she got sick or died. So that was a very unsettling information for me, because my first oath is to do no harm. So if I do harm to people knowingly or unknowingly, the least I could do is to limit the damage. And for that, I needed information. Once I am armed with information, the chances of me doing any harm reduces quite a bit. So that was my goal, and so I began searching into homeopathy, which at the time was not very convincing for me. Then I turned to Ayurveda, and there I failed to find teachers who could really explain to me the complex ideas behind Ayurveda.
So you couldn't get this information from the modern medicine that you have studied?
No.
So you needed to look somewhere else?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay, I see.
So I was trying to fill up the gaps, or the perceived gaps in information that I thought existed inside me. Probably it was because I didn't know enough, I did not read or understand enough, or there were also gaps in modern medicine, the knowledge base of modern medicine. Finally, I got to know Siddha medicine, or Siddha Vaidya, which used to be my family's tradition. So, first of all, I thought that I would find somebody from my own family to teach me. But then, being a doctor, already qualified in medicine, and going and humbling myself to learn from my relatives didn't seem a good thing to do. So finally, I realized that there is this man who was my friend's father, and I knew that a lot of people from around the world and around India came to see him. So I thought that maybe this man knows. So I asked his son, who was my friend, to ask his father whether he will take me in as a student. So he said yes, and so I went, and the first thing he told me was that, as I mentioned in one of the videos, that he was searching, or he is in the quest to find that one medicine that fixed every single problem. So I was intrigued, enthralled, and at the same time mocking inside. But that is my intro to Siddha Vaidya. But on top of this, after a short while, I went to Maldives as an only doctor for 250 islands in an atoll called Huadu Atoll. And there I developed a back pain, probably sitting as a result of sitting in a chair for too long. You know, I used to work from 8 o'clock in the morning until 2 o'clock in the morning. Probably that is a cause. And finally, I returned to India to seek treatments because of the severity of my back pain. And I'm talking about 1989 or 88. And my colleagues in orthopedics department at the medical school, they want me to be subjected to an operation which I hated. I didn't like anesthesia to start with. Number two, at that time, their success rate was not really impressive.
No.
So I didn't want to be the subject of an experiment.
No.
Yeah, so I finally went back to my Siddha Vaidya teacher, Dr. Harichandran, and he told me that he will treat me. And by the time he told me this, I already had fixed my operation date.
Okay.
He said that we will, before you do the operation, let me do something to fix you. And if it is not fixed, you can always go have an operation.
Yeah.
And so on the 21st day after the treatment, as he told me before, I realized that the intensity of the pain was reducing a little bit. That was very encouraging. And after 45 days of rest, after the course of treatment, I was completely pain-free.
Wow.
The only thing that was left untreated was some muscle spasms due to probably lack of muscle mass that I lost after the incident.
Yeah.
Then I was perfectly fine.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. So that's when you found Siddha Vaidya. Yeah.
Yes.
And many people have heard of Ayurveda.
Yes.
So you mentioned it earlier, and that you didn't really want to get into it.
Yes.
For some reason.
Yes.
Would you like to explain a bit more why you didn't choose that?
Yes. I didn't find at that time the right teachers to teach me the very complex concepts in Ayurveda.
Okay.
See, when I go and learn something without totally understanding the foundation and principles, then I can only cram knowledge and information.
Yeah.
I cannot really understand.
No.
But I truly want to understand. And Siddha Vaidya, being a medical science, was close to modern medicine in many of his concepts, which really helped me understand Siddha Vaidya better.
Of course.
So that was one of the reasons why I didn't go into Ayurveda.
No. I see. So you could see some similarities between Siddha Vaidya and modern medicine.
Absolutely.
But otherwise, what would you say the core is in the Siddha Vaidya medicine?
Yes. In Siddha medicine, there are 96 principles which sort of explained a human being or a human life.
Yeah.
And there are 5 elements, 3 doshas, 7 tissue types, 14 vegas, and so on. So altogether there are 96 core principles.
Okay.
So when any of these principles are violated or are not existing in the body in the right balance, that leads to sickness, illness. So Siddha Vaidya classified diseases and disorders into 4,448 due to the imbalances in these 96 principles.
Yeah, and then you have this holistic view of the body. If you see that some little part of the body is not in balance, the whole
body is in balance,
which you lack. You lack this point of view in the modern medicine.
Yes. In modern medicine, not because of the lack of information, but because of the lack of understanding.
Yeah.
And also because of the lack in implementing the information at a practical level.
Yeah.
So we have a great knowledge base, but it is not translated into actions or actionable course.
No.
That determined how I or we treat conditions in modern medicine. Now it's much better, knowing what I know now. I'm truly elated to know that these are possibilities.
Yeah. Yeah. So there we have the organized, you have very organized 4,448 different principles.
Yes.
No, not principles, but
you can call it
imbalance. Yeah,
principles,
that could be imbalance.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, and there you found how the Siddha medicine could help you understand the modern medicine and vice versa.
Yes.
So you could use them both
Absolutely.
at a more like through your patients and really at the clinic,
Yes.
not just in the head.
Yes.
Yeah.
Siddha Vaidya is an ideal medical science
Yeah.
to complement modern medicine.
Mm.
What was lacking in modern medicine is present in Siddha Vaidya most of the time. Not all the time, but most of the time. Likewise, knowing modern medicine really helped me understand Siddha Vaidya better.
Yeah.
And the concepts that was put forward to me by my teacher didn't sound too alien, because I could think the rationale or the rational basis by which some of these treatments or procedures worked.
Yeah. I see. Interesting. I think that's a wrap up for the core of the Siddha medicine.
Thank you for
Thank you. Thank you for watching this episode, and please subscribe and like and share with all your friends and family if you find this interesting. And keep on watching. We have loads of information out there for you.